Hey guys, part of being a really powerful communicator is just really understanding your language, but also the language of the people that you're talking to. So, a few trigger words that I look out for that I've learned from NLP. Some of these will sound familiar to you in the breaking apart of language if you've listened to a lot of Tony Robbins or people that have just been trained in these modalities of communication. So, oftentimes when we talk to somebody or there's a belief that comes up that arises, you'll hear the disconnect in people's voice, or you'll see how there's some information, there's a belief that's been structured inside of their mind and their emotions based on a past experience. But here's what we do as human beings: because of the fact that there is so much information coming at us our entire lives, we tend to generalize, delete, and distort information. So what we want to be able to do as master communicators is really pull apart the beliefs that people have about what's happening in their life or their business or what they think they're capable of in this moment. We want to give people, we want to pull them away from the hold they have on their reality that they've often created from an experience a long time ago that isn't serving them today. So one of the things that you might hear people say something like, it's too expensive, or it's too much, or too many. So you might respond right there. You could interrupt them and say, I'm curious, compared to what? Compared to what? So if they say it's too much, it's too many, they're, it's how are you coming up with that? So it gets them to really kind of pull back into their mind and say, oh, wow, it's like, well, I'm comparing apples to oranges, or, it just doesn't make sense in this context, because every moment of our life, there's new information. And we're often pulling from references of our past that sometimes don't serve us in this moment. And so really getting people to question some of their beliefs. There's not like you're going to say one thing and it just magically opens everything up. And if you see Tony do any of those interventions, the Chloe Madonis, Robbins Madonis things they have going on, you'll see that he's doing a lot of these. So for today, I just want to share with you a couple of these. Another one is where you want to be able to find what's called a lost performative. So here you look at the nouns, and a noun is a person, a place, or a thing. Somebody might say, it's bad. What specifically is bad? So it's, they. Who specifically says it's bad? Or they say, you make me, or, you make me do this. It's like, how specifically do you cause yourself to feel those feelings? So that's actually something different. That's cause and effect. But you want to be looking out for this language, like it's bad, where the it's isn't specified. So you have a lost performative there. The other one, the last one I want to touch on is this cause and effect. Well, that makes me feel sad, or this person makes me, or this event makes me do this. Well, how specifically does it make you do that, or how do you choose to make yourself act in this way? So really getting the people to see that there's a cause effect, because most people have lost. They think it's, it makes me. Well, how specifically does it make you? What do you do inside of your own mind specifically to cause yourself to feel those feelings? So we begin to give people back their control, because they've lost some information. They've lost some of the key elements of how they structure their beliefs. They've lost some of the key components that can actually make them create new neural connections, neural associations in what's inside of their mind to give themselves back their power. So hopefully this has given you some power. Watch this video a few times, but really discovering through language, you can hear somebody speak and find out so much about what's going on inside of their world. So I'll post more videos on this kind of stuff if you're into it.